Hello everyone, my name is Reid Nelson. I'm here with Izzy Alkfoss. This is This Week in Rec, coming to you live from Fridley. This week we had a cover story about the Broncos down in Bloomington South and their chance there, their opportunity to be seen a little bit, if you will. If they would have knocked off the Riddlers, I believe they would have gone to 5-2 maybe. And they weren't able to capitalize on the Don Call-less Riddlers. So I guess just talk about the Riddlers' chances without Call and about the Broncos, whether you still like them to make a run in the playoffs.
No, not even Don Call, but they were missing Bittner too. So, I mean, they went Iron 5 and they still beat them. And it was like a 10-point game most of the way from the glimpses that I was watching. Every time I looked, it was just the Riddlers were up 10. That was the magic number. I still don't think the Riddlers can really make a run without Don there. They're too small. They have a good. If they were in Fridley, they would fit in because there's a lot of smaller teams and they'd be just fine. But they're going to face a big Bloomington team and it's going to be a tough game for them. So I think they have the potential to make the Final Four. I just think they fall short in the Elite Eight. For the Broncos, I'm kind of disappointed. Fredrickson had a horrible game. I think he was 1 for 9 off memory. And the guards showed up. Murdoch had a good game. I think Bowman? Bauman. I think he went 4 for 12, going off memory here. Wow. And that's just not going to cut it. So they had their opportunity. They didn't show up. They're probably going to get bounced in the first round. I mean, that's just what it's going to be.
Okay, are the Rebels back? They beat St. Paul yesterday.
Yeah, without Dustin. And St. Paul is very frustrating because they have all the talent. They're one of the most talented teams. They literally give no effort for the entire game, and then they try to turn it on in the last 3-4 minutes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's awful, and they'll probably do it in the playoffs. They'll probably lose in the Elite Eight. They could get to the Final Four based on the road and just them being talented, but I don't think they make it farther than the Final Four at best.
Okay, moving up here to Fridley, the North Stars get a big win tonight over the Fob 5. Will we see them in the Players Committee top 12 this week?
I'd have to take a look at it. I'm guessing they might get in there. I think they would get in there. It was another low-scoring game. It was kind of Fob's game. We wanted to be low-scoring. It was low-scoring. They just scored a little bit more points than we did, and I think we scored 19 points in the first 10 minutes and then scored 25 points the rest of the way. We just weren't hitting our shots, and the North Stars just did enough to win. They'll make the top 12, my guess. I think they'll be 11 or 12. But I just don't think they're going to be able to compete and make a deep run with the roster they have. Fob 5, same thing. I can see them making a run with a full roster, but they've had 1 week where they've had a full roster, and I don't believe in the attendance. So I see them getting bounced out in the Elite Eight as well.
Okay, we'll get to an injury report here. A pretty significant injury here in Fridley this evening. But first I want to talk about the Fridley Draft League, which should fill up today. We are taking alternates now. The draft is tonight, Friday, May 31st, at the Roseville Buffalo Wild Wings on the back patio. Real nice place. So come by, whether you're in the draft league or not, you can totally come on by. Sign-ups are now open for summer season. Now, that's especially important for Bloomington because we are only going to allow 16 teams in Bloomington on Wednesday night. So you need to sign up early. We will be having a Tuesday night Bloomington South League as well. So you now have 2 options in Bloomington, a Tuesday night rec league and a Wednesday night rec league. Our plan is to cap it at 16. I'm putting it on video so I can hold myself to it. The only way I see us going over 16 in Bloomington is if the Tuesday night league for some reason does not get off the ground. Then we'll expand it to 18, potentially 20. But I don't see us doing a 21 again just because the Tuesday night thing was a disaster. That was my fault, and we will not do that again. So again, I will say it again, 16-team max in Bloomington South, but Tuesday nights are available. Pat Magnuson sprained his foot tonight. It looks pretty nasty. I would guess he'd be out until at least the playoffs. What are your thoughts?
He's out for quite a while. That thing is disgusting looking. I'm putting his timetable at 2 months. I think he's out 2 months, honestly. That thing looks really bad. I told him right away, I'm like, it looks like ligament damage, and Kevin Chase I think he's a like one of those. I think he's a physical trainer or something. So he's seen injuries, and he said there's probably some muscle damage, maybe a broken bone or two. I think he's out for a while, and he's kind of the spark plug. He's both teams. He's their fast break. He's kind of their, he gets out, starts running, you get 2 easy points, and that's going to be taken away. It's going to be interesting to see how it affects both teams in the playoffs.
Who does it hurt more? Turtles or Rebels, for those who don't know?
Honestly, I think it hurts the Turtles more because the Rebels, they thrive on defense, and they get those. They still get those transition points because Dustin kind of gets out there and runs a little bit, and Mikey can run with them a little bit. With the Turtles, now it's just going to be Ryan Samuelson. However, I just realized they have Trey, so now it swings it. The Rebels, it does hurt the Rebels more because I forgot about Trey. So yeah, it'll hurt the Rebels more because Trey can kind of fill that void.
Okay, next week we'll start previewing the playoffs a little bit more. The seeding is going to be a real fun show. I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. The Killer Bees win again tonight. Callahan Auto Parts wins again tonight. Killer Bees are now 6-1. Yeah. Callahan's 5-2. Yeah. So it's going to be, and the Lakers are 2-5. So it's going to be an absolute treat. I just cannot wait.
And you said correction. You said that the draft league is almost full or filling up.
It's full. I apologize. It is full. We are accepting alternates at this time. So we are at 42 players. It's full, and we are accepting alternates. So
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you, Alternate Nation. Goodbye.